In the final part of our special report, we look at the customer experience and the advantages a legal dispensary provides. Also, the challenges Northampton may still yet face in this process, as well as the lessons learned there that we can apply in our hometowns.
Never been here before, and I'm wowed.
I can't believe what just happened. Like, it was amazing.
It's a great place, man. Really, fun atmosphere, really nice people, and it's like the nice, fast food of marijuana shopping. It's good.
They're describing NETA, or New England Treatment Access, right now the only legal recreational marijuana dispensary in Northampton, Massachusetts, and they're using the same terms you might expect to hear in a review of a new restaurant or supermarket.
I'm excited to see what the menu has to offer.
NETA offers more marijuana products than you might expect, to a wider range of people than you might expect.
The average age of our clients, who are medical clients, are over the age of 47. I was having a stereotype, and it was totally wrong. We're not really seeing a real difference between what we're seeing on the adult use side and also the medical side.
Good morning.
When they walk in, customers are handed a menu showing all the products for sale that day.
What can I get for you today?
There is a lot to choose from at varying price points.
They're really informative inside. They break it down for you. They tell you what you want. I kind of tell them what my needs, anxiety, sleep deprivation.
I have a bad back. I have disc issues in my back, have for a long time. I've taken painkillers from time to time. Is there something here that would help that?
Definitely. One product I do want to highlight is our Olay lotion.
And whether people are seeking relief from medical issues or just seeking some fun,
All right, can I get you anything else today?
it's clear from customers that for them, this is a vastly better way to buy marijuana.
You don't have to worry about it anymore. You know the quality you're getting. You don't have to worry about the quality you get on the street or any of the dangers that could come along with it.
You don't have to deal with shady people like these people I know in the park who are drug dealers. They put stuff in the weed. You know what you're getting.
You know what you're getting. Everything's regulated, everything's done above board, no chemicals or anything like that, and that's what I like.
It's quick and easy. You do reserve ahead, come up, get it, out the door. I was in no longer than 10 minutes.
If this was legal in Rockland or somewhere in the Hudson Valley, would you be coming up to Massachusetts?
I would not, unless I was visiting my grandma.
Drug dealers on the streets will sell to anyone. That's the problem. Most of these people they're selling to cannot buy from a dispensary.
There is absolutely a black market for marijuana.
That may sound counterintuitive, a black market for marijuana in a town where you can buy it legally. But it's more understandable considering there are 5 colleges in or near Northampton, and most of their students are not yet of legal age. But there's another reason that pot dealers stay in business here.
It's more expensive to buy it legally.
Why? In part because of the state's 20% sales tax on marijuana, and so cannabis companies can make back their expenses and turn a profit. And that's not the only thing dispensary patients and customers would like to see improved.
I wish the insurance would cover some of my medication costs.
You're a medical patient?
Yes, and it gets to be expensive.
As we concluded our 2-day visit to Northampton, we realized there were questions about the impact of legal marijuana we could not answer, or answer yet, because adult use cannabis has only been legal here for 8+ months. We don't know if, in time, more kids here will try marijuana or use it regularly, or whether having a dispensary in town will impact those rates. We don't know if, in the long run, legal marijuana will help or hurt the fight against opioids. There's been no significant impact on either thus far. And while we know the feel of the city has not changed after 1 dispensary opened here, we don't know what Northampton will feel like with 2 dispensaries, or 10. For now, the city will let the market decide.
Plenty of people think we have too many sushi restaurants, they think we have too many coffee restaurants, they think we have lots of other restaurants, but we don't put caps on them.
And no one knows what will happen to business and tax revenues here once more dispensaries open across the state. You'd assume both would decline. NETA is hoping the quality of its products keeps people coming, even if other shops are more convenient for some customers. But the biggest fiscal question mark rests with other states. If Connecticut and New York, for example, legalize, will sales both at NETA and at the city's shops and restaurants hit a wall? For reference, think of Atlantic City, New Jersey, when it was the only East Coast city with casinos, as compared to Atlantic City today with competition in every neighboring state.
It's the same in any industry. How much saturation can how many hotel rooms can a city absorb? Same sort of a question. And so we'll have to see how that plays out.
Which is why, at the state's suggestion, Northampton is using very conservative estimates for their expected cannabis revenue. There's just no way to know how long this boom will actually last. Which brings us back to the reason we came to Northampton in the first place, to see if the model there would work in Philadelphia or Washington or New York, or in our suburbs, many of which have larger populations than Northampton.
It is working in other communities that are larger than us. I mean, Worcester, which is the second largest city in Massachusetts, has operating dispensaries. I have every expectation that it could work, provided that you have someone who's operating it responsibly and you have a community that's monitoring it.
Narkowitz says the key is a good relationship between the dispensaries and the cities they serve, making sure both are on the same page and that their business plans fit with the cities. He also advises interested cities to play an active role when the state crafts new cannabis laws.
Because sometimes the policymakers in Boston, in our case, in Albany, in New York's case, may not be thinking of how this will actually be implemented at the local level.
No one I spoke with in my 2 days in Northampton had any concerns that marijuana would become what their city was known for. Northampton, they say, is still Northampton. Now it's just Northampton with legal weed. Still, the mayor here says the only thing that will silence critics, both here and wherever you're watching this tonight, is time and an open mind.
This is a major cultural shift. There's no doubt about it. I mean, this is something that was illegal, taboo. You use the term taboo. And so now it's become legal. And I think it's going to take time for social attitudes, particularly among older folks, to adjust to. And I also think they're going to need to see that, the sun came up in the morning. There was no, there was no crime spree. There was no zombie apocalypse. Fill in the blank.
I thought I would conclude this series with my takeaways, what I learned in Northampton that we should consider as we debate legalization elsewhere. First is that the most alarmist worries about legalization would seem to be untrue. It's possible to legalize marijuana without changing the fabric of a community, and that the upsides I saw in Northampton seemed to me to outweigh the negatives. But I do wonder if that fabric might change with multiple dispensaries in the same town. There are also real concerns about driving under the influence and giving police a better way to test for it, as well as usage trends among youth that will need monitoring. But money from marijuana sales can also be used to make drug prevention education in places where marijuana is legal stronger than it is anywhere else. All in all, the setup in Northampton and in Massachusetts, at least to me, can be a model for responsible legalization and should be strongly considered. Reporting for Richard French Live, I'm Andrew Whitman. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great weekend.